Has anyone ever seen a NSFW Reddit post of someone they know? What happened? A bit of the opposite for me. I posted that I was looking for a man to have a threesome with me and a guy I was seeing. Got a ton of responses. One looked really promising. Bisexual. Experienced in group play. etc. Then I looked at the username. It was my brother. Now we both know a bit too much about each other's sexual preferences. Not a Reddit post, but my prom date is on the cover of Hustler's Barely Legal too. That was surprising. It wasn't Reddit, but I once stumbled upon a picture of a very quiet and demure co-worker on her knees with her face just absolutely bespunked with cum. It was a link dump, but when you clicked the image it linked back to the site where it was posted, which was one of those sites with a really unambiguous name like CumOnMyGlasses.com. I must have beaten off to that picture 300 times. The girl wasn't that hot and the picture was just a big load of cum on her smiling bespectacled face, and all you could see was a little nip near the bottom of the picture. But the fact that it was somebody I knew from work and a girl who seemed really shy on top of that. Yeah, it was spank bank material for sure. I never let her know that I saw it because it's a very difficult transition to make from boy. This weather we're having to go, by the way. I've been punishing my D to a picture of you with someone's hot load all over your busted face every night for a week, and all I can think about after I'm finished is how yellow your teeth look in comparison to all that pearly white cum. Was browsing. I think it was Ugwcumslets. Or maybe our anal. Saw a picture of a girl with a little bit of her face showing and thought she looked familiar, so I checked the profile and sure enough, I went on a few dates with this girl before and we had sex. Well, like 1/10th of 6. She started crying and was like, I can't do this. She'd just gotten out of a really bad relationship. I couldn't tell if she was the one posting them, so I messaged her on FB and asked if she knew about it. I pulled up the conversation, so here it is exactly. Me. Hey, redacted. Can I talk to you real quick? Her. Hey, what's up? Me. Oh, not a lot. I just found something on Reddit that I wanted to make sure you knew about. Her. It's pictures of me, right? I do know. Me. Indeed. Alright, cool. Wanted to make sure somebody wasn't posting things behind your back. Her. Why would I not know that? Me. Because people will take personal pictures and post them on the internet without consent. Her. Nope, it's all good by me. Me. Alright, just checking. Her. Thank you. That was pretty much the extent of it. I did take a look at the other stuff she had posted. Apparently her and I like the same type of sex stuff. Too bad it didn't work out. Yeah, my brother found my comment of me shooting a vibrator out of my ass at Mach 3 speed. My laptop screen turned off once in the middle of watching and I saw my own horrible jerk off face in the reflection, if that counts. I stopped and really thought about my life. Then plugged my computer in and picked up where I left off. Kind of the reverse, and no pictures were involved. But I told a story about zipping my D in terror while on an airplane, and a girl in my high school class saw it when she was stalking my Reddit profile. So the girls' field hockey team called me Zip D for a bit. Back in high school, I had a post on Reddit reach the front page with my face in it. People from school recognized me, and several posted my name in the comments. Just out of curiosity, I started looking through the profiles of the people who said they knew me, and in one profile, I found a couple months worth of wild posts. It wasn't softcore or anything. I'm talking full spread butthole. So of course, I had to find out who it was. Luckily, my best friend did some world's greatest detective it and matched a necklace in one of the pictures to a necklace in a Facebook picture posted by a girl that had graduated. This girl was kind of notorious for being rich and for having sex in the band practice room. And now we had all seen her butthole. A couple years later I ran into her in public and I couldn't make eye contact. We both knew. Yes and no. I saw my 15-year-old daughter posting for tips about weed and how to do it safely. Which, since weed is not safe for work use, I'm counting it. I know this cute nerdy girl, and she shared something from Reddit on Facebook. Someone commented asking her what her username is, and she told them, well, what is literally every Redditor doing in that situation? Immediately go look at her post history. Lo and behold, just a few days before, She made a post in a women's support sub where she talked about having self-esteem issues because of her V. She went into great detail explaining that she felt like she has 3 or 4 times as many lips as other women. Within the hour, her Reddit account was nuked and everything was deleted from Facebook. I still see her a few times a year, and it is the only thing I think about when I do. I saw a nude picture of my sister on iPhone a couple years ago. Never told anyone. A short while after my 37F boss 47F was fired, I saw her on our MILF bending over in torn fishnets pulling her thong aside. Her face was showing. Definitely her. I showed my friend Xcalker 33M to verify. His response: "What are you doing browsing our MILF?" Stumbled upon my sister-in-law's Wild post. I now can't unsee her nude at holiday dinners. I once saw a picture one of my co-workers had taken over the holidays. They were climbing an unsupported ladder, which is definitely a safety hazard in NSFW. My very first foray into Wild. Literally the very first time I entered that sub. The very first link I clicked was of boobies. And those boobies belonged to a girl I had a crush on all through high school. Was it a few years too late? Yup. Did that make it any less awesome? Nope. And that's how I knew Reddit was the site for me. Throwaway. A while ago I saw something that looked familiar in a Wild post. Realized it was my daughter. She posts regularly still. I stumbled upon a Wild post of my friend's niece. She was barely 18 at the time. I considered talking to her about it. I considered talking to my friend about it. But after thinking about it for a while I figured there's no sense in talking to her because she obviously did it on purpose. So why make it awkward? And ultimately, if I told my friend, nothing positive could come of it. So I just kept it to myself. Always late to the party but I'm going to post anyway. About a year ago I had a meeting at my daughter's school with all of her teachers. After the meeting her English teacher came over to talk to me about what a great student my daughter was and asked if he could walk me to my car. As we were walking he kind of put his hand on my lower back like he was guiding me through the hallways, which I thought was really weird. But when we got to my car, as I opened the door he said, "It really was a pleasure to finally meet you in person. I've been a fan for a while." Then he called me by my NSFW Reddit name. I nearly passed out. I told him I had no idea what he was talking about and got in my car and left. Later that day I got an email from him apologizing and then asking me out on a date. Full stop. A friend of a friend is besties with Carly Gray, or whatever the spelling is. Anyway, I'm out with friends drinking and bowling and guess who I'm now throwing balls with? I'm sitting there saying to myself, damn, she looks familiar, and of course my friend calls me over with his phone out like, yeah, she takes D for a living. I keep wanting it to happen, but let's be honest, with my luck I'd end up finding my grandfather or something, not my really hot friend that I have a crush on. I've often pondered just how many people there really are on this planet. How is it possible that I've never once recognized at least one of them? If there really is a god, I ask you to send me just one piece of proof on Wild. Thank you. I was linked to pictures an acquaintance of mine had uploaded of his ex to Wild without her permission. He thought it was funny and so told his friends, one of whom told me. I didn't tell his ex, because I didn't like her and frankly I didn't want to get caught in a drama storm between two itty people. However, nobody deserves to be exposed unwittingly on the internet. I messaged the mods to take it down and they eventually did because better safe than sorry. Casually browsing porn gifs I found out a girl I dated in 8th grade is now a successful niche porn star. I am still friends with her on Facebook. Told my wife about what I found. She looked at the pictures on Facebook. She watched a couple of the girl's videos and we moved on with our lives. Neither of us enjoy the niche that she mostly does her work and so life is business as usual. Not me, but one of my friends found a video of one of his co-workers masturbating on a campsite. She was pretty hot too. Also a shy girl. Seems like shy girls are always the freakiest. Not me, but I remember seeing a conversation on a thread a while back where a guy posted about hitting on his girlfriend while she pegged him. The top comment was his brother saying he walked in on it. In high school my intro to biz teacher said that the first time he used Reddit he found nudes of a girl he knew that worked at a gas station that he went to frequently. He said he never went back after that. Pretty traumatizing first experience I would say. Edit. The link to the nudes was sent to him by a friend, so he wasn't expecting it. Came across a pic of an old friend's sister on our ONF. Went to the comments out of curiosity. Someone had linked to a huge album, 130-ish pics, of nudes, along with the girl's real name. I felt awful. She had just gotten out of an abusive relationship. The guy spread her nudes around my high school and they ended up online. Yeah. Some of the nudes were taken when she was underage. I reached out to my friend, but she never answered. Reached out to the sister's best friend, but she never answered either. Actually, this is why I'm on Reddit in the first place. A chick I know IRL and I were flirting. She mentioned she had stuff in Argonywoldkovi. Pointed me in the right direction. Found posts. Spent a few months not doing much on Reddit except seeing if she'd posted more. She hasn't. Only started exploring Reddit a month or two ago really. I was on the other side of this situation. My boyfriend and I had done some camming a while ago. Technically, viewers aren't allowed to record shows, but people do it anyway. Several of my shows are still posted out there, but they're posted in obscure websites that no one goes to. One video made it to his Hamster. My male friend came across the video and asked me about it. He was concerned that someone may have posted it for revenge purposes or something like that. I clarified that the video is of me and my boyfriend and that it was a voluntary act. He asked a little bit about why I did camming, and I told him it was to make a bit of money and that it was a bit of a turn on. He understood, and we haven't talked about it since. We're still friends and he has never looked down on me and my boyfriend for doing what we did.